It's this thing called Shut Up and Listen, Bellingham. Yeah, how y'all doing today? My name is CHRVNS.
I'm Morgan.
And I'm Brent.
And this is Shut Up and Listen, where we bring you all music things in Bellingham, all local music, and we need your input to make it a community effort so we can tell everybody and put everybody on. But today we have a group of folks that I've been watching for quite some time, and to see the growth and to see just the creativity from a freshwater session to seeing them on stage, to seeing the music video that just came out. Everybody make some noise for Hockey Teeth.
I don't see. That's pretty crazy. He just does the sound effects.
No soundboard. Save the money.
I brought it in one time and they told me not to bring it.
I mean, can we do that before every show? That same announcement.
Yes. Right. Yeah. Or just it's recorded because this is a podcast.
Nah.
So you'll be able to
call
use
me.
it.
Yeah. $1.
Literally. I'm his DJ, and almost I have a little button that goes in the middle of the show. Give you too many drinks though. I press it too often. It becomes fun. Anyways, back to what we're all here for. So, Hockey Teeth. Tell us who you are. Tell us your names. What do you do in the band? Give us your one by one. Who are you?
Let the people know.
Yes, I'm Joey. I sing and play guitar.
Riley. I play bass and I do some of the production stuff.
I'm Owen. I play the drums. Sometimes I record us.
He does that. That's true. I'm Zach. I sing and play guitar.
I love it.
I love it.
Love it. And I do love the fact that we have two saying, yeah, we actually help with like the actual just tracking and getting it actually on wax.
Yeah.
Very important. Is like, as I said,
On wax.
on wax.
They actually put out a record.
Brent, don't play me. It's called CD Baby. You ever heard of CD Baby?
That's not wax.
Mr. Miyagi in here, you know what I'm saying?
Wax on, wax off.
We should wax it up. Your wax.
There we go.
I feel like when things get too loud, it's like mad off topic. But like when like you're around like a lot of loud sounds, I feel personally, and don't attack me after this, but I feel like I produce way more earwax.
Really?
Because my ears are trying to protect themselves.
I think so too. I'm with you.
This is a very real conversation.
You know, I
we
woke
have
up this
often.
morning. I'm like, oh, cool. We get the interview. Hockey Teeth. We're gonna talk about earwax.
We
And
just
this is
do.
fantastic.
Yeah.
Hockey and teeth.
And that's why we have me here
Anatomy.
to bring it right back onto the topic. The questions that aren't earwax related. But if you choose to tie it in, you feel free to. But so, you guys are the band. Can you tell us about when did Hockey Teeth become Hockey Teeth? What is kind of the history of that journey of what it's been?
How long do you have?
Well, I mean, at this point, it's up to Bob. So, yeah.
Shut up, Bob.
I don't remember the exact year.
Yeah, it was probably 2019.
It was.
I mean, back in high school, Zach and I played in a band together. And
Where
guys-
what band
was
was
that?
go to school?
Redmond High School. So
You did?
Yeah.
Yep, there we are.
Yeah.
Okay.
A band called the Velvet Mornings. So
That's a good name.
Shout out.
That's a good name.
Ooh, for a month
right.
it is, and then it's not.
Yeah.
But then I mean,
Yep.
you guys were doing music way before Hockey Teeth.
Owen and I?
Yeah.
No.
No.
Sorry, I just met these guys today.
I knew Owen.
We
and
hired them.
I knew Owen from the audio engineering classes at Fairhaven and Western. I thought he was a producer as well, and then I saw there were other producers like forming bands on the side that I thought was super cool. And I met Joey through the dining hall.
Yeah.
We met in the dish room. That's where Hockey Teeth began. Is the Ridgeway dining hall dish room.
Never left that dish room.
That's
Still
right.
is there today.
Look in the corners.
So yeah, I mean, we met and each loved music for sure. And knew we wanted to start something.
Yeah.
Then you got the ball rolling.
Wait, the drummer. Someone else literally asked Owen to be a part of their band right in front of me, and he declined them. He declined them
this
right
guy
in
was
front of me.
like,
That's a real
Me next.
It was this guy, and I don't know. He just was kind of, I don't know. I don't want to like talk shit, but there was this guy in our class.
First,
It's a
last name,
podcast.
He
degree.
He was just like, he was just kind of the guy in the class who was kind of annoying, and he like in front of everybody, just like cold was like, "Do you want to like jam sometime?" And
Class
I
has
was like-
stopped.
I was like,
Yeah.
Oh, I actually don't have my drums. It was not a lie. I did not have them there at my mom's house, and then
Adam Froze.
I think I killed my confidence a little bit there.
Yeah, I mean, eventually it worked out.
It did, yeah. Because then he was like, "Do you want to like?" I don't know how you approached it.
Not in the middle of class.
Yeah, it
I'm
wasn't.
assuming.
Not in the
He
class.
asked me after class.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go talk shit about that guy.
I have this friend that wants to do music, and like
Yeah.
we have like this show thing because you had a show already.
That's right. Yeah, I do some stuff as Ice Cream Cult, like producing on, and then we had I had a show, but I hate playing shows at certain venues because produced stuff like relies so much on how the house speakers are.
Yes.
So I was like, I know these bandmates. We're gonna just play there, and it's gonna be way better than if my beats are coming through these speakers.
Give them more energy and more like just,
Exactly.
just
Yeah.
liveliness. I guess that's a terrible term, but liveliness. Yeah, sorry.
No, exactly. Yeah.
It's a live show.
I couldn't figure out a better word.
Then a couple years in, we brought Zach in,
Mm-hmm.
the old stallion from high school.
Stop.
He
I was
said,
over at UW doing my own
Stop
stuff,
it.
and
Yeah.
this kid calls me. He's like, "You want to join the band?" I'm like, "Hop in the car. I'm going to Bellingham."
We recorded our first EP, and there was just like so much extra stuff, pianos, background vocals. Like, yeah, we need another guy.
Yeah, and watch me just butcher it on stage.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, that
You gotta have that one guy.
I know
you
who to call. It's
Yeah.
perfect.
I love it. I love it. I love it. This
Then we
is
started touring the world. And,
So if you started, was in 2019, was it earlier 2019?
yeah,
Or was it-
early.
Okay.
So you could actually form and
Yeah.
Then-
we did a
Oh
couple
yeah, they did. I've
shows.
seen it many
Yeah.
times.
Yeah. Because, yeah, the first like year, we just did 2 shows in that first year, which kind of
Yeah.
worked great because then people came. It was like doing so many. And then we did Battle of Bands.
Yeah.
And then
Yep.
What was it called?
Sounds of the Underground.
Sounds of the Underground. That's right.
Underground
So
Coffee House?
I saw them because I was one of
was.
the
It was,
judges
yeah.
along with Katie Gray and Holly Huffman. And so, God, was you guys some dude that had one of the guys from Supermissive in it? I don't even remember at this point now.
Ali Amara.
It was Olio Mara and then
Yeah, that was it. Oleamara.
and
Blood
Blood
Capsules.
Capsule.
Blood
Yeah,
Capsules.
yes.
They were all so good.
Yeah, it was, and I just have this because this is all about me. Obviously, it's
Everything
not the band.
is.
You know, it's the Brent Cole time. I
Still
have this
is.
memory because it was February 20th or something like that, 2020.
Oh, that mark.
And,
That mark.
You know, and it was like, oh, this is great. I was really enjoying it. What, Blackwater, Holy Light
Yeah.
played afterwards. They were
Yeah.
phenomenal. It was
agree.
such a cool thing. And then within 2 or 3 weeks, I'm talking to advertisers at the magazine, and they're like, yeah, we're shutting down, you know? And so I have this memory of that show being the last bit of fun being out fun before all hell broke loose with COVID. And so Hockey Teeth actually has a special place in my heart because of this memory I have of the world ending basically in March of 2020.
That's
I mean,
beautiful.
again,
you
the
could have been
government
his
gave
last
me.
great memory.
Yeah, I would like to again reiterate
pressure.
though that I really enjoyed the government giving me money.
Yeah.
You know, that part was cool, and everybody was calm. It was really nice. You know, but yeah, just that show had such a warm, place in my heart. So. Yeah. Well, that's all I've got. I'll talk to you guys later. You guys
No, wait, hold on. Let's piggyback though. That's really crazy to think about. Like, as a listener, but also you made me think about the last show that I either
Right.
was a part of or saw right before everything shut down.
it's a thing. Like
That's crazy.
yeah, it's this memory that there are people here all over everywhere that have this
That
last memory of. Well, I went and had a lot of fun. I'm hanging out with my friends. I'm watching some good music. We'd been to the Red Light earlier. It was had too many drinks and showed up at Blood Capsules like right at the beginning, I think. And and it was this really fun time of just kind of getting rejuvenated with music. Of local music too, and then having done it for so many years and seeing these guys in Blood Capsules in the band, and it was just such a fun night. And then, like, 2 weeks later, my wife and I are talking to each other like, wow, well, things are starting to shut down. We should probably go to the grocery store and get a lot of food. You know,
I
it's
bet
just a weird juxtaposition.
Y'all was the ones that took all the toilet paper.
We actually got some from her cousin.
It was like, hey,
Drive it up.
Dude, I'm
We're
not-
telling our kids 4 sheets. Just use 4 sheets.
just 2 and square them up.
Yeah.
Dude, I got really lucky right before it happened because I didn't live in a state when it happened, and my mom came to visit, and my mom did one of those like mom things of like, oh, you have a new place, like let me buy you things, and it was before like literally right before even it was like a blimp of the mind. We just went to Costco and we got the biggest thing of toilet paper because I didn't go to Costco on my own, and then we went. No, it was like even pre that, and so then when it happened, and I'm just staring at all my toilet paper, I was like, shout out, mom, like. We didn't even know, but I was like, I moved. When I moved out of the state, still had half that toilet paper thing. I was like, solid.
But you know what's better than toilet paper?
Hockey teeth?
Hockey teeth and the way the
debatable.
Bellingham music scene
Yes.
came back after.
Well, that was actually
Slowly
my
but
next
surely.
question. You
Yeah.
know,
Okay,
like
run it,
when
Brent, go ahead.
So everything did shut down. You guys had just had this great show there, you know, and you had kind of momentum was happening. You're a young band. Tell us about how then that just kind of like,
Yeah.
you know, and how did you guys get through that time with COVID and then refine your energy, or how, you know, because it's now what we have 3 years, you know.
refine energy.
Not refine the energy, but if you guys aren't sitting
my bad.
like with each other all the time, you know what I mean?
Yeah, we definitely like because part of like winning the Battle of the Bands was like we got slots in these festivals that were canceled.
That's right.
You're the winner.
Yeah.
We made it.
Yes. What festivals, if you know?
There was Banff, and then there was also
Yeah.
We ended up doing both.
we
but, like,
and
2 years
Banff and
later.
the one that Western does,
Longstock.
Longstock, yeah.
So both
we
of
were
those got
rushed.
canceled.
Yeah.
And you're
So
like,
those ones got canceled, but then you guys got to.
You still had them.
We did both
we did
later,
them like
yeah.
like
It
not
worked
even that
out.
long
Proud
ago.
of y'all.
So
No way we'd let him forget.
Hey, it's us
hey,
again.
we were supposed to play at this
That
like
follow
2
up
years
email.
ago.
Yeah.
Did you guys, were you still trying to practice? Were you recording stuff
Yeah,
and sending
definitely.
it to each other? I mean, kind of.
We recorded the EP.
I was coming to your house like all the time
Yeah.
at that point. Did we record the EP?
We
during
did
that?
because
must have, yeah.
I remember being in class and it was like they were pretty like sketched out about even having us like.
That's right.
Because we used the student studio like downtown
Gloves.
and we had to wear
Champion
gloves.
Street.
Yeah,
I'm not sure if you've
Champion
heard
Street.
that, Chris.
I swear to God, it keeps coming up every interview. I have never.
You've never been?
Somebody bring me. Bring me there.
Okay, yeah,
wanna see the
and
mic
I'm
locker.
not kidding. So he'll shut up. Just please bring
They won't
him.
let him back there. They're
They
like,
won't let.
We don't have.
No, Mark will let you back in.
I believe
Fine.
Mark. Yeah,
But did you guys
Over
know
here.
that it used to be owned by other people?
Yeah.
Because he didn't.
because
Yeah.
I used
Yes,
to live next to
yes.
one of the people. He didn't own it, but I used to live next to a guy that used to like go there all the time. And it was
Which who? Who was
his
it?
name was Chip.
Yeah, he owned it.
He owned
wow.
it.
Yeah, it was Chip and Paul co.
Yeah, because I
more you
remember
Yeah.
there was like some bad blood. Because I remember
We're not
Chip-
going to get into things with
Yeah,
Chip
we don't have
right
to.
now and Paul.
shout out Chip
but
though
they're
one
people
time.
I've known for years. But yeah, it's
Wow.
yeah. So it was Chip did co-own it at some point, and then I think he left, and then Paul owned it for a number of years, and then it went on to Western, where Mark was teaching the class.
Yeah.
So you guys were recording during.
Yeah, sorry.
during
I'm just
this
like,
time
hey, I
frame.
know these people.
So things were still happening. Were you guys all still at this moment making, or was it just?
I think we were definitely getting together to practice. I mean,
Yeah.
it was just really annoying because like live shows have always been like the number one best part of being in the band. Like
Yeah.
that's what we look forward
Definitely.
to. And it's
Yeah.
just like
was like,
it
no.
felt like we had no purpose.
Yeah, because we
Just
weren't
like-
even living near each other either.
No.
Yeah,
Where
like-
were you living?
I was living on the east side of the state with my parents.
Yeah.
In the Tri-Cities.
Just a
that'll do it.
just a
Okay.
short John.
Yeah, exactly.
Good 4-5 hour jaunt. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then they were living in Seattle area.
Yeah. I was still in Bellingham, but yeah.
You were?
I was in Seattle.
I think so.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
And you?
Oh,
He wasn't even.
He wasn't
I
in the
think
band.
He was in a flip of an eye.
because I joined. You guys
We'll
gave me
get
the
to you in a
call.
moment.
No, you guys gave me the call towards like you had just booked Makeshift. It was like they were going to do a live stream show.
Yeah,
with
he
no
was on-
audience.
It was during COVID.
During
Yeah.
COVID.
Yeah.
And that was the show where Joe was like, "We need you. Say less. I'm on my way."
Yes, sir.
So yeah, it's kind of like a muddy
That's how it all blended
remember,
during
like,
that
our
time.
first show back.
It was
after-
the Bluebird, and
Bluebird.
that is one of the best shows we
Yeah.
ever
Oh
played.
yeah,
It was very
first of all,
fun.
like, instantly like it was back. Yeah.
Can we all just take a moment of silence? All of our listeners right now.
Bluebird.
R.I.P. Bluebird.
Shout out this place.
Man, it was some Rangers
It
there.
was good. It was
so
amazing
good.
house show, but yeah.
Number one place.
Brent, I wish you would have came.
You would've loved it.
These venues have been going on for years and years.
I
The
know.
names change, Friendship City, you know.
We'll be right back after these messages.
This episode is brought to you by Black Noise Records, located downtown off Bay Street. They pay top prices for records in Bellingham and the greater Bellingham area, cash and store credit. Go get 10% off your next record purchase when you tell the cashier you've listened to Shut Up and Listen podcast.
This episode is brought to you by Binary Recording Studios, located where? Right here in Whatcom County. Binary has been in business for 1, 2, 3, I don't even know how long, but they are offering the best and the best and the best of the best video and audio production. So if you're a band and you're looking to record an album, or if you have any other audio recording needs, Binary Recording Studio is going to be where you need to go. My boy Bob, he will set you up. He will make sure that you are set up for what? Success. He gonna make sure that you are good to go. And welcome back.
We're in a new wave of like all the ones because like everyone is moved or is
Right,
scary
caught
right
that's
now.
what
something
happens,
from
and then
the.
JJ's
people
Junction.
go ahead and change through.
It's gone.
You know, and
It's going to be.
They're
They're
leaving.
doing their final show soon.
That one's been around.
Yeah.
but that's the nature of it, and that's the nature of the Bellingham
So what's
music
coming up
scene.
next?
Is that people will go ahead and start another venue. They'll start another house show place, and you know, places close, places open. You
That
know
is
who
true.
does not close is Binary Recording Studio.
Hey, shout out my boy Bob. Bob. Man.
But so back to
Let's bring it current.
Yeah,
Bring it current.
I went down a trip.
I think it got real dark.
you guys.
Sorry.
so
Yeah,
you guys,
sorry about that.
You
Sorry,
guys are
homies.
a team. You guys are a band, right? So
try to
is
be.
there one person who makes the music? Is it a collective process of how a song gets created? How's that kind of go between the four of you?
Usually I'll bring a song and then you guys will make your own parts. Cause like
does
I'll write it and I'll have it in my head like, oh, it's gonna sound like this. And then I'll bring it to you guys and it sounds
Turn
so
on
much
its head.
better. It's like
Nothing like what you
everything
had.
I wouldn't have thought of, you know, that just comes natural to you guys from your own inspirations and stuff. Yeah, I know. I bring the template and then they create it really. It's beautiful to see.
Hey, collaboration
Sounds
is key,
like
and that's
it.
Dude,
yeah,
they learn
love it.
stuff really fast. Is like that's so nice. When like you bring a new song and it doesn't take a few weeks, they can just you guys, they're good guys, you know.
Well, that's just I love being told what to do. He comes
Yeah.
and sometimes he's like it goes like this. Play it. I'm like, yes, boss, you got it.
and I'm mean, so yeah.
No, but
You seem so mean.
I got you.
it's the easiest thing to do. I'm just like, yeah, I can get that down, no problem. Then other times, yeah, we come in and you know he's like, I have a verse and a chorus, and you know we kind of build the rest of it around that. We all put our influences on it, so it's a healthy blend of kind of a fully fleshed song versus like let's just sit down and write a song that sounds like Phoenix.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever written a song that you guys were like, that's bad. But it'll just be like less excitement. And it's minor, but I can take it to
Yeah. Yeah.
No
Honesty
showing
is
that
key,
again.
baby.
Yeah.
I sent a song to my friend, and he was like, "Yeah, Chief, that's not it." I was like,
It
"Okay."
sucks, man.
I was having a great time making it. He said, "Nah, Chief." I said, "Okay."
But honestly, like
You know?
saves you all the time. It's like, oh,
Yeah,
thank
it
you.
does.
It's like I was about to show that to people, and you stopped.
As we talk about everybody like contributing,
Yeah.
I want to talk about what just happened about 2 days ago.
What happened 2 days ago?
Sick of Me,
Yeah.
the music video.
The music video.
I want all the details because I've watched it thoroughly 3 or 4 times. Seeing the peer pressure coming out of the confetti. If you haven't watched it, you need to watch it so you know what I'm talking about. Coming out of the little streamers on the wall as the breakdown happens. Getting faded. You
Shout
know,
out to
succumbing
Connor.
to peer pressure.
Exactly
But also,
right.
it's the rotation scene, like at the table with
Yeah.
the, like that,
Oh,
that
man.
70s show.
Dude,
Give
that's
me an idea,
all.
like how does that come together?
That's all Jake and Steven from
Yep.
Freshwater.
Yeah,
they
for
sure.
totally.
So
amazing.
They're like,
Yeah.
gee, I think we had at some point or some idea at some point in the beginning, but then it kind of fell apart, and I think they came to us with this house party idea that was just like, that sounds so great. They had that 70s thing from the beginning. They're like, that has to be part of it.
Yep.
They just, they knocked it out of the park, totally had the whole
Even day of, they
thing.
had like a whole storyboard and stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they
so
started-
Dude, they're the
shots,
best.
marking it down. I'm like, oh my god,
They did
you
so
guys-
well.
Like, yeah, they just have it together. Right?
And
And
then
this
we-
kid Riley just
yeah.
wanted to have a fancy dinner, and we had to go ruin it.
It was very fancy. It looked really nice, like the tablecloths, and then that was just like in the homie's
Champagne.
apartment, right?
Yeah, it was in their house.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
It was
do you guys
great.
remember the original idea?
We had two ideas.
Oh,
yeah.
bowling outside in the.
We were gonna
Great
go.
idea.
We were just gonna go
Bowling.
smash shit out in the woods, and I
With, like,
bought a
bowling,
bunch of crap to do it. Like I bought a bowling ball and a bunch of just like.
Sounds like you have another music video
Yeah.
planned.
Yeah.
I'm here.
I think I got rid of all of this stuff because it sat in my room, just a bowling ball and a baseball bat with a bunch of like
Glass
shitty
bottles.
glassware. And I was like, I gotta get rid of this because I just moved down to Seattle and I was like, I can't.
It wasn't a part of
I was
your
like, I can't
decor.
move this. Like it's
It
gonna
would have
break.
been worth it.
So
Now you know what to get
like-
to again, though.
Yeah.
So are you both in Seattle?
we're all in Seattle.
All of
All
them.
of us,
Oh,
yeah.
you're
As of,
all
like, 2
down
weeks
there.
ago.
Uh,
2 weeks ago.
Wow.
was
I was the
last
last
piece.
one.
How is
From
that?
here.
You know, how's that adjustment? How's that
They're harder to get away from. I'll say.
really? Even though they're in the city, but they're like,
No, he's knocking on my door.
You can't be like, no, I'm busy. I can't make it.
No, it's awesome. It's great.
Yeah, it sucked when we had. I mean, for a while, me and Owen were in Bellingham, and then it was just Owen for like the last
for a
year or
long
two, and that just sucked. So like
For
schedule
practice, having
practices,
a-
yeah,
yeah.
like now we've got officially we're doing 2 practices a week, which is like my dream. I'm so thrilled. Yeah, it's been really
We
nice.
could even all just like go drive to the recording studio yesterday and
Yep.
do
Yeah.
some
Yeah.
ice cream cold
Carpooling,
stuff.
man.
Like
wow.
even today, first
same
group
thing.
drive to
Bro.
Bellingham.
4 people
Yeah.
in one car.
I was like, because you guys just had
Really?
a show.
First people to ever do
Yeah.
it.
No.
4 people, 1 car.
Wow.
What?
Is
We
that
won't
because you-
share our secret. but
Is it
we
because
did
you didn't have all the? Because I know you guys just had a show at the Wild Buffalo.
Yeah.
So did you have to have 2? Because you got all the stuff.
All the stuff, his drums.
Too much. Yeah.
The drums is another vehicle.
Yeah, like takes up my entire car.
These
you had his the
drummers.
passenger.
Drummers.
Drummers.
What can you do?
No. This.
This kid.
This guy.
Well, what brought all of you to Seattle, and then how has that changed your approach to what you're doing? I mean, you talk about being able to practice more. Why would you only be able to not practice 2 days a week here? Oh, just because people are in different.
Now we
Travel
practice
time.
2 days a week, but yeah, it used to be like once every couple weeks, one of
It's
us
like-
felt like driving to
It's an
Bellingham.
event.
or-
Like we have to
Oh,
like,
okay,
get ready
sure.
You
to
say it's
drive.
6 o'clock practice.
Right.
They showing up at 7:30.
Right.
But we have like Riley's a year older than me, and they're a year younger than me. So there was always like everybody was finishing school at different
Yeah.
times. So
We had
everybody moved back
that cascade.
home. So it was
Yeah.
like, oh, Riley's gone, and it's like now Joey's gone, and it's like, well, now 3 of the 4 people. So,
You were never here.
Yeah,
Zach.
you never.
I was
Like,
always
Sue's
in
never-
Seattle.
Yeah.
We did our high school band. I went
Real
to
one.
went to UW. Joey went off to Bellingham. He's like, I'm gonna make my own thing, and then
Yeah,
I've
screw
brought
you,
all
man.
back down. Yeah, perfect.
And then he said, you know what? Actually,
How about you still just drive to Bellingham maybe for a couple shows? Sounds good.
so do you guys? What's coming up for you guys? Is there something we need to know about? Is there new music?
Is there
a
something
new
we
show?
don't need to
Is-
know about, but you want to talk
So
about?
much. We don't need to-
Something you're gonna mention but not
Your
give us
deepest, darkest
details.
Yeah.
we don't want to talk about it. July 21st, we are putting out a single called Dial Tone. That'll be first single for the EP we just finished up, which will come out, we're hoping, mid-August.
Yeah.
No official date, but yeah, we'll have 5 songs EP.
New songs.
Yeah, finally. It feels like forever since we put out music. I mean,
Yeah.
a couple singles last year, but then the last EP was like 3 years ago, which is
Yeah.
It's
Not
overdue,
crazy.
baby. It's time.
Is
It's
it
time. I'm ready.
way too long.
Is it
I'm
gonna
at
be
it.
like the same vibe? Are we switching up the sound? Or are we just
think
kind of how's that
Still
gonna go?
pop rock, but I don't know.
Yeah.
What would you say?
It's a little more like we're kind of playing into more like I don't know. I don't think we're filtering out as much of our like goofy ideas and like things that are kind of more outlandish.
Yeah.
What are you trying to say?
In a
here?
good way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're being ourselves.
Yeah, it's like more I guess I don't know, like authentic, but that sounds kind of canned. I don't know.
Being
think-
authentic is being goofy
Authentic.
sometimes, and it's like it's not having any kind of protection of just being like, yeah, You know, I was a little comedic effect with also being kind of like mad dope.
Yeah.
Do you think being able to practice more and being around regularly kind of makes that easier to just, like, the practices, being goofy, funny, and letting those ideas, do you think that's benefited more? I know it's been more
Definitely.
recent, but how can you see that impact, I guess?
For me it's huge, I think.
Yeah.
I feel like when you're not practicing enough, it's really like you get there and then you're playing catch up a lot of the time and you're not really getting to anything new. So it's like, okay, we've got all this stuff on lock and we can kind of work on something else now that we're confident in what we have. It's definitely opened the door to like work on some new stuff.
In a weird way, it's the way I hear you describing it is this is the first point where you're actually able to be a band.
It's been, fully.
Like there's almost there was 3 years and then now, 2 weeks ago where you can actually be all together.
It does, a new page for sure.
There was for
Feels
sure
like
a
it.
moment like that when like I had Joey at my apartment the other day. We used to make demos all the time when we
Like,
both lived
you
here.
couldn't get me out of that house.
Yeah, and like it was like we haven't done this in like 2 years.
And it felt so good.
And it was it was like, wow, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Exactly like that. That's what.
Yeah,
like,
we
wow, that's
stared at each other.
That was pretty
I
much
can't even
it.
imagine. Dude.
You don't get it.
We didn't even get anything done.
You were there. You wouldn't get it.
You're right. I wasn't.
We just stared at each other and smiled. We didn't record a note.
It's a whole vibe and a half, you know?
He opened his door to his hallway.
Funniest things that
That got me. Wow, that's really what it was like. Okay.
Holy criminy, that's just, well, hey, thank you, we're done. There's nothing that's going to top that.
This is Shut Up and Listen. Everybody make some noise for Hockey Team one time.
We're going to end it on the high note. Holy shit.
Tell
Well,
them what's
do we
up,
have
Mark.
any other questions for him? Because I really don't. I'm going to be thinking about
good,
that
like,
for the rest
This was great, yeah.
That just cracked me up beyond anything. Hey, you know what? We've got probably 2 minutes. What would you guys like to talk about?
Yeah. What's that?
Yeah.
What were we talking about earlier?
Hey, I
don't know.
hope they ask this question and then we didn't ask it. What is it?
Who do we
Valid.
think the coolest member? No.
Oh,
Yeah.
please.
we were just talking about who has the best hair in the group, and I'm gonna put in my vote for Owen.
I think
And we
it's
can
Joe
go down
Owen
the
as
line.
well. I'm voting for Joe.
sorry.
Down the line.
Hair's
Down the
a
line.
thing.
I'm so sorry.
So this is what
This one
happens at
got
practice.
heated.
Jeez.
That was at about a 2. You don't want to see me.
Oh, geez.
7 or 8.
Like you're just there's
Yeah.
things are happening.
Stomping.
Okay.
So my vote is Owen. Down the line.
I would
Best hair.
say Zach. Sorry, Owen.
Honestly, I'm gonna have to agree with Zach. Zach with the middle part is amazing.
That's the era of Zach. We're getting down to specific.
We're in the low effort era now. I'd say
What month and year was that, Zach?
that was June of 2022.
Okay, June.
I got my-
specific and I love it.
Nah,
Really,
all right,
like it's happening.
It was like
I got
I
graph
got it.
photos and
I
stuff, so
got
I can. There's a time in my mind.
Okay.
Yeah, I grew it out a little bit, did the middle part, and
we did
How'd that work out for you?
it. I just got sick of maintaining it, and so
Okay.
I'm just.
They went their separate ways.
Oh,
Wow.
but my vote is Owen
great.
though. Is the thing.
Okay.
Owen,
Now I'm breaking.
see, Owen went
Zach.
through a mullet phase,
Yeah.
There you go, yeah.
and
Yeah.
I've got
He
so
broke
much
the
more
time.
respect.
Yeah.
June 2022, Zach.
Yeah.
Pictures
There's
will
a
be
freshwater
provided.
session where you have the
What-
Not
That
ready.
is true. Is in the
What?
freshwater session.
Yeah,
He's
so
not-
watch that.
I said I got one. I might break up the band. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry.
Shit.
What?
If we all put y'all on the starting line. 100-meter dash, who's winning?
We literally just
sure,
talked
man.
about this yesterday.
Literally, he moved to Seattle right so recently, and I was like, Owen lives here. I like to run around Green Lake. I invited him.
Oh yeah.
Oh my
Dusted you.
God. Well, so I caught up with him for a while, and we went around the entirety of Green Lake.
Which also just achievement in itself.
It's a good.
So you're not even racing. He's just keeping a steady fast.
That's the thing is, I'm like, Owen, slow down.
I remember
I run. I run 2 times a week. And then he just shows up. He's like, yeah, I go once a week. Yeah, but he says stuff like, oh, I'm small. That's why. I don't know if that's. But yeah, after we finished Green Lake, we went a little further. And he was like, yeah, is it okay if I go ahead or something like that? And I was like, yeah, go for it. Literally didn't see him. It was like 15 minutes till I saw him
Okay,
again.
now we know.
Now we
For
know.
sure.
You were like, I'm afraid
Yeah.
he was gonna die because I left him.
was like, he has asthma.
He was.
I feel that.
I got the inhaler in my bag. We good to go. You know what I'm saying?
Oh my
But
god.
hey.
Okay. Well, yeah. Now we know.
Now we know. If you did know, now you know.
Yeah.
But also, I'm gonna challenge to a race later. So you know what I'm saying? We gonna see
Sure.
them.
I'll be
Yeah.
sitting on
He's
the
fast.
side. Morgan and I are gonna sit have some
It's okay,
cocktails.
another day.
Y'all
Don't worry
can
about
go
it.
ahead.
I'm not part of it.
Yeah.
I'll
Either way.
record it, but I ain't gonna.
Yeah. No, I'm good.
Everybody make some noise and show
Do you
some
think
love.
people drive around in the car and then they go woo?
I hope.
When you
I
say
wanna
it?
hear somebody, like,
I
with their horn
envision
when I
that,
heard it.
like yes.
Yeah,
There
I've
we go.
heard it.
My mom runs
Okay.
marathons.
You ever
People
been-
do that.
I just, just do a beep beep beep. I'll be in my house and I'll just I hope I hear it.
Yeah. Okay.
I yell,
I
like,
like it.
What are you
I
doing?
like
They're
it.
I'm watching the podcast.
They'll know.
Well, guys, we want to thank you so very much for being on our podcast
serious.
and
For having
for
us.
joining
Yeah, thank
us. It's my job, guys.
Okay.
You messed up the flow. No. For real though, thank you guys so much. It was great to know you guys more as just individuals and not
For real.
just as a killer band. I
Yeah.
can't wait to go to
So
you
good.
guys' next show and to see that. We do have some great episodes coming up after this, but to find out what those are going to be, you're going to want to stay tuned in with Shut Up and Listen.
Be ham. So go ahead and follow us on Instagram,
Facebook,
Twitter,
YouTube,
TikTok,
Spotify.
Apple Music.
There's too many.
I couldn't forget that. But either way, stay beautiful, stay hydrated, and stay blessed. But most importantly, shut up and listen, Bellingham.
And don't forget that Shut Up and Listen is produced by Rocket Soul Studios and recorded by Binary Recording Studio.
Shout out my boy Bob.
Yes.
And cut. Meow, meow, meow.